danger of our face. Past and future intertwined. The path is never straight. Logic cuts our enemies. Reason never wanes. Tolling bells of destiny as she crosses through the flames. Stories keep on moving on, teaching those she knows. Lord, keep her from dusk till dawn. Wonder only grows. She carries her home in her heart. The past and the future she parts. With her friend on her shoulders, there's nothing that can hold her. Wheel of time is wayward. She can find the thread, telling one of countless futures. The rest will go unsaid. Oh, forcing through the scrolls of time. If you can read the vellum, only she can guide a friend, inspire and propel them. She carries her home in her heart. The past and the future she fronts. With her friends on her shoulders, there is nothing that can hold her. Carries her home in her heart. The past and the future she fronts. With her friends on her shoulders, there is nothing that can hold her.
Well, hello there. It is I, the one known as Gaarawarr on the interwebs. We are here today for Gaarawarr's Guide to Everything Untitled Champions. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. If you follow me on Twitter, and you should, it's right down there. Shockingly, it's also Gaarawarr. You will know that I have had visions of the future. A pair of portents, if you will. And I will be sharing them with everyone during today's show. I'm kind of thinking, Lauren, what is our total at? I can't see when I popped out the chat. It's not telling me the total for the community challenge. There's a community challenge going on right now. Everybody, contribute to community challenge. You don't have to, like, you'll see a lot of people contributing 2K. Some will say it says 4K. That means they've done it in 2 shows today. It started during Griddle Champions. It's ending here with me. We do want to hit that. I'm seeing 333. 333, okay. We got a ways to go, folks. We got a ways to go. Yeah. So, I will check in on that We have the wonderful Sasha pulling questions for me today, as usual on Fridays. We also have Jay and Lauren in chat, it looks like. Welcome. And lots of other people. So Jatisero saying hi. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, so it looks like you can contribute multiple times in multiple streams. That may come in handy in the future. Maybe. So, what's with the old code? Did the code not get updated? No, the code got updated. The bot gets updated as the show starts. You know, and I think everybody was enraptured with the Lore Keeper's Legacy, the song for Alindra. But yeah, it works. I just used it. Just used it. Oh, hey, there we go. 400. Now it gave me a pop-up. 402,950 raised. Hold on. I need to go contribute some more. Max 2,000, yes. You can contribute a minimum of 250, but a max of 2,000. Which is unfortunate. I'm still at 288,000 channel points, folks. If I could contribute more and help you, I would. I've put in my 2 cents twice. So, you know. All right. I think when we hit 500K, yeah. When we hit 500K, we'll talk about. We'll maybe get a flash of the future, just a quick flash of the future, and then as we get closer, maybe then we'll have the second portent. I don't know. We'll see how quick we hit 500K. This weekend is a Hook, Smite, and Freely weekend. Where do they get this stuff from? Well, Lazaps has a hook, if you don't know. She's got one of those "get over here" kind of moves, which is pretty neat. And then Freely can smite. I don't know why. I guess it's that. I don't know. I got like 2 minutes before that happened. I'll talk fast. No, we don't know. We don't know. But everybody, as you're coming in, please, if you're just coming in for the chest, just drop some support for another potential chest in the future. Let's see. So we got Freely, we got Brunor, we got Lazaps. Sorry, I got hooked up on Brunor because, man, that Bardic Inspiration Volume 1, the greatest Dwarven King song. I got teased that song by Dylan. I heard an early version of it a while ago now. I think you can look back to when I was talking on Twitter about wanting to cosplay as Brunor. That's when I heard it. And man, I listened to that song on repeat for at least 4 days. At least 4 days. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everybody to hear the whole album. I was listening to it earlier. Some of us may have gotten the album early. Thank you, Codename Entertainment. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. You could say that song has a great hook. Yeah. So Freely, Brunor, Lazaps, Spurt, Regis, with this green chest. Let's go see what's it. Oh, Orator Chest. All right. Hey, we got the Master Orator. I mean, this is a big deal, folks. I don't often say 100% go buy this, but this is a big deal. I mean, you know I love me some pirate skins. And this has Freely and Triavor, the parrot. But this, Adventurous Tale at 80%. Wow. Wow. You could say I favor this weekend's offer. It's never going to stop, folks. It's never going to stop. You know what you signed up for. You know what you signed up for. Yes, I can't. There's a reason they put that facepalm emote for me. There's a reason, folks. There's a reason. That's it. That's it. I will say, Lauren, we need a hello emote for this channel. Like not ding dong hello, Sean. I mean, just like an actual generic hello emote, and a love emote, like a heart emote of some kind. We need those. We need to be able to welcome people to our channel and say hi, And we need to be able to share the love. Yeah. Yeah. Those would be great. We don't get raided that often. So, I mean, I raid you guys a lot. So I don't know the raid emote is really matters. Okay. What are we doing? We're almost there. I'm really watching this 500K. Because kind of a big deal, folks. Kind of a big deal. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna listen to first, or what are we gonna spoil first? I think I kind of spoiled something. 500K, we might listen to a song, folks. I know we have questions here. Let me hit one of these early questions. Do you unlock freely if you purchase chests with money? Oh, like this weekend's chest. It's a skin for freely. That makes me believe you would get freely. Usually when you buy a skin for a champion, it gives you the champion. Lauren, can you confirm that? We hit 500K. Lauren, can you confirm that we get freely if they buy the weekend skin pack? Because that's an even bigger hell yeah if you don't have freely. But that's usually the way it works. I know, we hit 500K. So while Lauren's doing that, everyone, go ahead. Feel free to drop questions in chat. But first, maybe drop a little something else in chat. We're going to go to a screen that's... Well, here, I'm going to switch to this screen real quick because this is my loading screen. We have Rayo Mantlemorn coming next week in All Champions. We're going to talk about this in a moment. But I'm going to mute my mic. And we're all going to enjoy another teaser from the Bardic Inspiration album, dropping next Wednesday. Next Wednesday on Steam. We'll talk more about this in a moment, but muting now.
Just a simple man, come and listen to a tale about a kobold whose life was doomed to fail. Fighting to survive every day that he's alive, singing his epic songs till death arrives. The world is mean and hard, and Deekin's just a bard. A kobold has to play the perfect cards. Tomb is everywhere, but Deekin not despair. He's confident the boss is always there. Bards know every story of their own. Who's gonna sing his song after he dies? Who's gonna carry Deekin home and cry? Who's gonna sail this minstrel off to his place up in the sky? Who's gonna let the pirates say goodbye? Just a simple sidekick, but this bard still has a few tricks. Hopefully Deekin won't die that quick. He's got so far left to go, so many stories left to know. Epic songs to write by deadly foes. Bards can't share their stories all alone. Who's gonna sing his song after he dies? belong to its place up in the sky. Who's gonna light the pie? Who's gonna light the pie? Who's gonna light the pie and say goodbye?
So good. So good. Man. Fun fact. That line about Mephistopheles was kind of a challenge. We were like trying to figure out how the heck do you fit Mephistopheles into a song. Nailed it. Ooh, man. Yeah. So that's coming. Wednesday. And the neat thing about this is not only is it coming as an album you can buy with 16 tracks, the 8 fully produced songs, and then 8 instrumental tracks for each song. You can get the high quality files if you buy the album, which is going to be like $10 as a DLC on Steam. But that music is also getting added to the game as part of the game soundtrack with an in-game music player. Lower quality files, but still. But yeah, if you got $10, be ready to drop it next week. All right. I know there were some issues with the game while we were listening to music, but hey, you had music to distract you, and now it seems to be okay. But hey, Rhea Mantlemorn. Rhea is going to be an Evergreen champion. Arriving, this is something we've been talking about for a while, arriving at the end of the Avernus campaign. Well, the Avernus campaign ends next week. As I like to call it, Avernus 10 to Hell and Back again. I don't know what the official name is. Maybe I nailed it. I don't know. I see that, Golf and Mike. Don't tell C&E, but I would have paid $20. Well, I did just tell him. But also, you can gift DLC on Steam. So... gift that DLC. Yeah. So Rhea will be unlockable next week. If you watch Griddle Champions this morning, if you didn't. But if you did, you will know that the end of the Avernus campaign brings the final boss of the Dragon Queen herself, Tiamat. Oh yeah. We're headed into a big fight. Yeah. So, you will have to beat Tiamat, probably, to unlock Rhea as an Evergreen champion. Yeah. So yeah, this is the Champion Spotlight. It is up on the Codename Entertainment blog. Rhea's going to be a slot 6. There's a lot going on in slot 6 lately, folks. Ashara, Krull, Shandy, Alindra, now Rhea. There's a lot going on. But Rhea is available for every patron, including the upcoming Zariel. If you didn't get that spoiler already, well, now you did. Zariel will be arriving as a patron. An Avernus patron next Wednesday as well. Lots of stuff coming next Wednesday. And there's lots more spoilers coming. There's more spoilers coming this weekend and next week before Wednesday. Yeah. So Raya's... I'm not going to go fully over Rhea. Rhea. Lots of lawful good stuff. Lots of lawful goodness. I am going to talk about Avatar of Zariel, though. Rhea launches to the sky, flying off the top of the screen. She lands by slamming the sword of Zariel into the ground with a shockwave, summoning Zariel and her friend Lulu. While Rhea communes with Zariel, Lulu zips around the board, putting all enemies to sleep for 10 seconds. While the enemies are asleep and Rhea remains in her pose, the champions deal massive damage against them. When the 10 seconds is complete, Rhea removes the sword and swings it in a massive circle. F yeah. Oh, man. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, lots of damage all champion stuff. and ultimate cooldown, which you're going to want to do that big thing over and over and over again. I'm excited. All right, let's go back. I reset my run. Oh, we don't have any background music. Do we have background music now? There it is. Folks were missing the background music. I think I muted it so we could listen to that. We could listen to Deekin's Tale of Doom. What are we? We're at 577K. I kind of want to make this last one higher, Lauren. What do you think? We do this based off what we earn? Should we get to like 700 before we tell the other one? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get that far. At least 600. I feel like we at least need to get to 600,000 before I give the second thing. But maybe we'll do that later. We'll do that later in the show. We'll just say later. We're just going to say later. Questions. Oh, did we get an answer to and if you unlock the freely? Do you get like the freely skin? Do you get freely? Did we get that, Lauren? I do have chests to open. When the game lets me, I will open some chests. Looks like it's having a bit of a hiccup. No answer yet. Okay. Is plus 16% to finish a run bad? So I assume, hyper casual, you're talking about your favor bonus. If you were trying to do a favor run, yes. Probably. If you weren't, then no. And you got to remember, favor runs should be done in either normal adventures or free plays, never really in variants. So, just depends. It depends on what your goal was and what you were trying to do. Yeah, Pale Master, the download you're doing in the background is affecting everyone, so stop it. Is there a guide? Vader X Time. Is there a guide somewhere for new players? There is. Just started playing Xbox, but I'm lost as heck as to what champions to use. I do have all the champions from this event and last. Yeah, maybe. You might find a new player guide there. I just put in chat. There is a new player reference, aka a guided tour that I wrote that was based off like 3 months of playing a brand new account towards the end of last year, beginning of this year, end of last year, beginning of this year, something like that. And it's basically going to walk you through and link to lots of other guides, not just mine, some other people's resources as well. But there's also other resources on the Reddit in the wiki as well. So, but yeah, they're out there. B.A. Billy G. I had to leave after a few minutes of the pancake show. I seen the quote about dragon heads, seen a dragon head cake, but missed Sean's announcement. Are we expecting some kind of huge dragon in our future? Yeah, I think I already mentioned that. Tiamat as a big boss, as the big baddie. Hey, we beat 600K, so we're gonna get there, folks. I want to see. We need to get 800 for this chest, but I think we've earned enough that we will get the other spoiler in a bit. If I contributed channel points to the challenge during Griddle Champions, can I do more during the show? The option isn't showing up. Bindaroo, I think everybody's kind of realizing that. It took me a while. I mean, I refreshed mine, and then the community challenge had to, I guess it just kind of triggers occasionally to show back up in chat. It doesn't just sit there. So, and it finally did for me, and then I was able to contribute again. This is one of the things that CNE is testing to make sure that you can do it multiple times and figure out how it works. We're figuring that out right now. Slitherius, would an Infernal Avernus patron give bonuses to evil chaotic champions? Man, hold on. I mean, this is kind of a story spoiler. So if you don't want a story spoiler, earmuffs. Earmuffs, folks, if you don't want story spoilers for Avernus. I'll give you all a second for the earmuffs. And while you're putting on your earmuffs, I'm going over to the patron Zariel info card that they released on Twitter. So here we go. Patron Zariel, In the final Descent adventures, you'll battle against the Nine Hells to redeem Zariel and save Elturel. Once completed, you can unlock Zariel as the newest patron. Zariel in the final Descent adventures will be available when the Spring Extravaganza launches on March 31st. So, Zariel redeemed. Hashtag Zariel redeemed. Let's put that in here. I will put that in chat if anybody wants to go see it and see the cool art for Zariel. There you go. Zariel and Rhea art looking real good. Looking real good. Did I set up my speed formation? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm like, I needed to burn through like 15,000 tokens, so we may as well do that in the background while we're doing this, if anybody has questions. Does the challenge last tomorrow too? No, it's just today, Darius the Mayor. Oh yeah, in Our Green Paradox, yes, I do have chest open. Oh, it's back. Hey, my games are back. Let's do, see if anybody has more questions, throw them in chat. I mean, that's what we're here for. This for the Friday Gaarawarr's Guide to Everything Idle Champions is driven by the chat. Whatever you ask, I try to answer. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's do some chests. Let's see. Oh no, I already opened all of these. These are just the new stuff that I earned or bought. I got a great wild offer this week. Check Discord for more information on that. Okay, we need to open Alindra's chests. That's what we need to open. So my Alindra, I believe, is full blue? Yes, we did this last week. Full blue. I was expecting to get some more chests burning these tokens off, but we can do this right now. So this is the pack that came with the Pirate Alindra. These are the 16. These are going to include 2 shinies. So when you see the shiny pop up, normally it's like, oh, shiny. We know we're getting 2 of them. If we see 3 show up. But yeah, so just be aware. Let's see what we get. I'm really just hunting. I figure with, that's 40. Wow. 40, I'm guaranteed 4. Yeah, but normally you would only need 34 to get 4. So we're looking at, I think we can hit 6. Let's see if we hit 6. Let's see if we get all 6. I mean, that's hashtag the dream, right? Especially when you have like a 16 pack. That's helping out. 24 is usually what I shoot for during an event, and I got there. Yay me. So these are like bonus. There we go. There's the Blade of Infinite Possibilities. I have foreseen this moment. All right. So that was 4. Let's see. I mean, that one went to the pity timer. Let's see if we go all the way to pity timer again. There's the shiny. Where did it land? Okay, on the Ouroboros charm. Let me go look. Which one is that? I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh. Hey, Heroes of the Plains ability. That was a great place for that to land. That's the slot, folks. I'll take that large bounty. Yes, please. Oh, there we go. And now it's epic, so it's a shiny epic now. This strings together the past and the future. All right, I'll take shiny epic. What's this other one? Oh, hey, the T-Rex. So now that I know, I can just go here. Which one is this? Ooh, the Brows of Judgment. Hey, we got a shiny Briv Judgment. Yep, that works. All right. What else do we get? So we got the 2 shinies are out of the way. So any other shinies that we happen to see today are, please celebrate in chat. I don't think it's going to happen. Stone of Clan of Monkey Mouse. As long as you have a piece of home with you, you're always there. I hold this near my heart. Yes. So we did get a little early on the pity timer. Not too much early, but a little early. So we're not quite to the point where we're guaranteed 5 yet. We're still looking at a guaranteed 4. That's not early enough, but we'll see what happens. Can I get another one? Not out of that pack. All right. Now for my earned ones. How do I donate to the community challenge? I don't see the banner. You're just going to have to wait and chat until the banner pops up at the top of the screen. And it'll be on the top of the chat window. It'll say community challenge in yellow, and it scrolls, and then it says earn an Electrum chest. We're up to 665,000. That was real close. That was real close to the. Oh no, now it jumped to 667. I was like, come on, can we hit 666 for Tiamat, please? But no, we jumped it. Jumped it. Briv must be in chat. Reasonable conclusion. A millennium of knowledge resides within. All right, so that was 3. Yeah, I'm not quite hitting. I mean, we'll get 4. I would need something in the next 7 to guarantee 5. That's how pity timers work, folks. Because this is going to reset now that I got that one. Click on your channel. Our Green Paradox. Click on your channel points. It'll bring up the menu. Well, there you go. If it's in the menu, that's good to know. That's awesome. Hold on. Let me go down there. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, there you go. That solves the problem then. Just click on your channel points. Bottom left of the chat box. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Give me more. Give me more. I really want a full Epic Alindra. I mean, I need to run time gates, and having a third person to rotate would be nice, but I'd rather just have a full Epic Alindra. Not guaranteed. Oh, there we go. Yeah, not guaranteed. 5. So if I get 5, I'll get lucky. Ran that pity timer out. There it is. All right, so hey, I get the epic for the slot I got a shiny in, so that's great. Made of netherese steel. It takes up a 3x3 square. All right, let's see. Can we get one more for 5? We only have a couple more chests left. Please? No. I'm real close. I'm real close, though. Oh, I did get 5. Did I miss something? I just counted bad. Wow, folks. So I got 5. I just didn't get 6. All right, I'm happy. I'm happy with 5. And they're like the 5 arguably... Well, no, I mean, ultimate attack cooldown. Honestly, I would have taken an epic shiny on this because her cooldown is OP. OP ultimate. Did I buy the golden epic pack? I did not. I should have. I already dropped $20 on her with that skin, so I mean, that was a lot for a skin for me. Which is why I haven't bought Brivs yet. Yeah, if I had bought this is the way you help yourself with your epics. Is if you know you're going to buy chests. Normally, you just buy this, and then that knocks one of the epics out of the way. I then would have had 6, but that's I'll get there with my time gates, folks. I've got 158 time gate pieces. Wow. And I've still got 13,000 tokens to burn through, so yeah. Okay. Noobles question. If you have a purple and you get a green or a blue dupe, do you still get the % bonuses? Everything just keeps going. It just adds. That's the whole point of duplicates, is it adds to item levels and power and your power overall. Like, see, so as it goes up, they get stronger. That's what you want to see. Do you need a familiar in Havlar's ult to benefit from her speed on fiends off Dembo? I mean, I'm kind of showing you that you don't on Steam. On some platforms, this doesn't work. This is a glitch. It's a bug. They've tried to fix it multiple times, and it doesn't get fixed. That's 700,000. I feel like I can't show. Yeah, we're getting the next reveal. I feel like I'm not allowed to share it yet. We need people to stick around and watch. I do have more to share. Let me answer these questions. Maybe we'll listen to Deekin's song. No, we already listened to Deekin's song once. That's good. You'll get more of it next Wednesday. If 6 million Araber I have 6 million favor with Torm and 2 million with the Festival of Fools event. Should I stop running Fools event and just run Torm so there's more favor to get boosted once the event is done? No. No. It's cool. I mean, if you can still build more in the event, keep doing the event. If you can't, stop. Like I'm at E35 Lyra's favor. I know I can get into the 40s. I've just been lazy and haven't done it. Maybe we'll push again today. In a bit. I know I can get more than this, so I'll do another favor run. I know I can break E40. So if you know you can go further, or if you just think you can, like when you're doing runs, and if you continue to get progress and gain lots of favor, and by lots I mean something that would take you up an E, like to another EO1, not just, don't go from one EO11 to 3 EO11, like over 4 runs or something. That's not much. You want to be going up like a solid amount, like at least an E each run. When it drops below that, maybe not. Maybe you can stop. Maybe you can stop. Any chance that we may be able to take accounts from one platform to another? No, highly unlikely. That's a platform thing. Platforms don't like to share money, so they don't really want people. Like you'll get it with some. Like there are a handful of games out there that are exceptions to this rule, but currently, did my game break? Currently, the game doesn't really. Or the platforms don't really support that. So Steam doesn't want to share money with Apple, doesn't want to share money with Google, doesn't want to share money with Sony, doesn't want to share money with Microsoft, doesn't want to share money with Nintendo. Did I mention Rhea Mantlemorn is coming, folks? Yeah, I think the patch is causing some troubles, but that's fine. We're hanging out and we've got questions. Is there a suggestion for Minsk's favorite enemy for the event? Yeah, in my guide. Gaarawarr's Guide to the Festival of Fools on the subreddit. Off the top of my head, I think I put humanoids or beasts, whichever suited your fancy. I gotta go look. I gotta go look now. I gotta go find my own guide. And it's not pinned. How dare they? They've got so much stuff that they're releasing. Oh yeah, I had to scroll down a ways. All right. Yeah. So for the end of the event, folks, if you no, that's not the right button. For the end of the event, if you're still working on the event, there's my guide. So let me go look at what I put in for recommendation for for Minsk. Excuse me. Yeah, humanoid or beasts is what I put. So whichever one you want. Basically, because there are 3 humanoid bosses and 2 beast bosses, which are fairly equal. But then there's 18 beast levels, like with normal mobs, and 13 humanoid levels. So they're pretty close. You're kind of swapping off an extra humanoid boss for 5 more normal things. So whichever one seems to suit you best, go do that. And it may change per run because you may find yourself walling on the humanoid level because you went beasts, and then the next time you may go beasts, and then you may wall on the humanoid level because that's just the swing of Minsk early on. Yeah. Let's see. I don't have any more questions, folks. I don't have any more questions. You got to ask more questions, folks. We've only had a dozen questions today. 731k raised so far towards that second Electrum chest. Or third. Towards that bonus Electrum chest. That's probably what we should say. Bonus Electrum chest. Hey, looking for a game to capture. It's there. Find it. There we go. There we go. What is the second spoiler? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Let me focus. I don't know. Did you catch it? It was real fast. It's a real fast spoiler, folks. It's a real fast spoiler. It may have been a Modron core. It may have been a Modron core. What kind of Modron core would get teased that quickly, folks? What kind of Modron core? What kind of Modron core would get teased that quickly? Oh, yeah. A fast core. And a third adventuring party. Don't forget, not just one. ¿Por qué no los dos? Fast core, third adventuring party. Coming at you next Wednesday. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild how much stuff is coming next Wednesday. Pretty wild. The information you see on the screen is all I have, folks. That's all I have. So, Modron Fast Core Third Adventuring Party, March 31st. Save your gems and prepare. Are we splitting the party again? If so, how does that work? I see a comment about the cost when it was leaked. Dylan said yesterday that both the cost and the core, or I should say neither the cost nor the core, were finalized in that accidental production push. So it could be different. I don't know if it will. Nothing. I mean, until everything's finalized, until it releases fully into the wild, you can't trust things that get data mined. You can't trust things that they even themselves accidentally push because it's still in a production state. So, okay, I'm getting an update. Buying the chest this weekend with freely pirate skin doesn't unlock the champion, but when you unlock freely, you'll have the skin and the feat. Unfortunate, but there you go. Now you know. Because you can't really use the feet or the skin without freely. But next Friday, not today, next Friday, natural time gate, maybe you'll get freely there. Or you could just grab freely from a manual time gate. He's worth it. He's worth it. Let me go down. What array of abilities? I didn't really go over them. I guess we kind of can go back and go over them. Let me come back to that, Ragnar. I have the ability to open my first favor. Should I wait until I'm further in the game, barely hit Ravenloft? Wit will fit? I don't know what that name is. I'm sorry. You're going to have to spell it, enunciate it in chat for me. Patron. Okay, patron. Thank you. Words, yeah, these things matter because there's lots of... The ability to open my first favor. My first patron. So that's probably Mert. I don't generally recommend doing that immediately. Make sure, if you haven't split the party yet and gotten your second adventuring party and your Modron core yet, I would worry about that first. Because generally speaking, a patron makes the variants that you're going to do more difficult. Well, you need power to do that. And your Modron core is going to help, so starting that process is good. And usually right when you qualify, it's going to be a little rough. So just think of patrons as another time sink in the game. And if you're not ready for that time sink, like a harder time sink, then maybe just work on a little more power. Did I miss the first spoiler? Counting coup, you did, but you know what? If we hit 800K, I'll do it again. I'm wild. They can't control me. They can't control me here on the CNE Games channel. I will do it again for you. Hit 800K. I will spoil it again. How does Freely's feat work that you get from the shop? A null mentor. So where is my lucky boy? So Adventurous Tale. For each area completed with Freely in the formation, gain a % bonus to the divine favor you earn when you complete your adventure. So you put Freely in at the start of your run. You go real deep, preferably. And then before you reset with him in the formation, you can pull him out later if you need to, for whatever reason. And it will still keep that bonus. When you get to the end of your run, before you reset, you swap the Adventurous Tale feat in. Because right now I run Requisition Lucky Break and I run Unlucky for Them. But when I get to the end, I swap in what currently is Excitable, which is a 40% bonus. But the 80% bonus is better. And basically that multiplies against, 40% against whatever the percentage you were already getting from Adventurous Tale, and ups the amount of favor you're going to get. So, and it shows up over here. So right now I'm getting 4 plus this. This is the Adventurous Tale bonus from Freely. So it basically gets you more favor. It doesn't get you more gold in that run. It gets you more favor for that run, which is so nice. So nice. Do you want to explain shinies to noobs? Hyper casual, sure. Sure. So let me back up. First off, what we're talking about here is what some of us refer to as gilding, because there isn't just a shiny or silver gilding. There's also gold gilding. Normally, when you have an item, you have a rarity to it, right? Which is that outside border, which in this case is a purple. That's epic, right? So it starts off with white, and then it goes green, and then it goes blue, and then it goes purple. But when we're talking about gilding, we're talking about the internal border. So the internal decoration that you see here is like a copper, right? Copper. Think of it like coins. So we have like a copperish internal gilding. When you get a shiny, you get... Oh, that's wrong. That's the shiny. You get the silver internal border. So see how, we have purple and silver. And then it says at the top now, shiny level 103, whereas before it just said level, like 105, right? So what this does is this gives you a shiny, so that silver border gives you 50% more power for this item slot, based off its rarity and item level. So that 580.8%, that is as high as it is at the bottom there because of the shiny. I gained like a 50% bonus. It would have been what? 380, 390, I don't know. So it would have been in that range without the shiny, somewhere down there. And then if you get a golden, which primarily comes from shop purchases, not always, but primarily comes from shop purchases, you get this gold internal border. And the golds you're only ever going to see on an epic. So the purple, but you can have a shiny. You can have a shiny at a white. You can have a white shiny. Someone posted that picture in Discord once. So, and it's fine. Shinies, these guilds, just like the rarities and the item levels, these maintain. So, not everybody has a collection, but if we look at a collection, if we see, let's see, who do I not have full shiny on? Okay. Here. So these are normals, right? And if we see the item, like this is, they show the whole slot. So you're empowering a slot, and each rarity affects the highest rarity is going to be what multiplies against your item level in that slot. So item level just happens for the slot. And then the guild multiplies against that. So think of them as separate multipliers. You have item level, rarity, guild, and they all stand independent of each other. So when you get a guild of some kind, it wraps the entire slot. See how this gold border goes all the way around? So it's going to affect every rarity, just like item levels affect every rarity. So you never lose your progress. And when you have a shiny in a slot like this, But then you earn a golden for that slot. When it applies on that slot, CNE refunds you a potion of polish. A potion of polish is an item. I have one. I do. Potion of polish. That upgrades a random item owned by a random champion to shiny when you use it. So, like this. Boom. Let's see who it goes to. Hey, Talon's Prismatic Lamp. That's awesome. That just got boosted. Excellent. So that just goes to a random. Now, if I were to get a golden Prismatic Lamp, it'd kick me out of Potion of Polish again. Now, once everything is fully gilded, say like in your core champions, once all your core and evergreen champions are fully gilded, opening up regular silvers and golds will, if it produces a shiny, it's going to be a duplicate, in which case that then just adds like 125 item levels. So it still gives you a huge boost in power, but it's you don't get a double silver or something like that. Yeah. Yep. 775k, folks. I already spoiled all my stuff, but again, if we hit 800k, I will spoil the first one again because it's that good. It's that good. All right, questions. Can you explain when it's better to use which Narak specialization? Honestly, I don't care which one you use. I don't know that it matters. It really has to do with using him as a DPS. So it's built around his some of his abilities. So he gains key points, and then he spins those key points. So like Narak gains 1 key point every time he attacks with Naginata. Each point increases his damage and reduces his base attack cooldown, and you can stack up to 8. So having a lot matters. However, when he attacks with at least 4 key points, he consumes 4 and stuns all the enemies he hits. Thanks, game. I should have known that was going to happen. I should have known. Let's try again. Yeah, so it consumes 4 key points and stuns all enemies he hits for 2 seconds while also dealing 100% more damage. And then Death Strike, every second base attack deals more percent and grants 1 extra key point. So then when you hit his specializations, his Cleave grants 3 key points if it hits multiple enemies, meaning he gains key points faster. Or Death Strike does 100% more damage and grants an additional key point. So, or, it gives him a little faster, but you're getting more damage here, like off an individual hit, whereas this is building more key points, which can turn into more damage, right? So, I don't know. I tend to go Kinsei Advantage because generally I don't care, because I don't use Narak for his key points. Unfortunately, womp, womp, womp. All Narak ever really gets used for is his Githzerai focus. But if you're trying to use Narak as a DPS, then those things matter. Then you're going to decide, well, are you going to rely on building lots of key points and churning through those stuns and extra damage, in which case you want the AoE? Or are you just going for the highest potential attack, which could potentially be that single target with the double? Yeah, but usually Githzerai focus is what people are using him for, which is, unfortunate. Unfortunate. 782. Question. Currencies for newish players. Iconoclast? Is it okay to spend those rug things on character chests? I'm assuming we're talking these pennants. I believe we're talking pennants. Iconoclast, if we're not talking pennants, let me know in chat. But I'm going to explain the pennants. So when you're earning, these are tokens. These are event tokens. Festival of Fools event token is the pennant. You want to spend these on doing runs like I'm doing right now. You do free plays. I set my reset to 51 or just run manually past 50 because it gives you a random chance Yes, okay. That gives you a random chance at getting a silver or gold chest for whatever champion you're doing a free play for. There are ways to just buy that in the shop. Like if we go to a Lindra, you can see one chest for 10,000 penance. No, don't do it. It's a trap. Well, it exists for a very specific reason. This exists so that if it's Monday morning, because the event resets on Monday, if it's Monday morning and you were out of town or something, and you've got 3,000 or 30,000, 30,000 tokens saved up from most of the event, but you don't have time to run all those free plays before the event ends, then you can just buy some chests and not feel like you lost everything. But you have to spend them before the event ends. So generally you just want to run free plays for whatever champ you want gear for. Whatever champ you want gear for. What was my highest bud? I have no idea. I only got to E203 and still have a lot of power to unlock. I wonder how much higher I can go. It can go up there. I don't know. I know I was hitting like in the 220s testing something out the other day, but I don't really pay attention to what my highest ever is. Spoiler alert, bud isn't what gets you over 1,000. And it's definitely not what gets you to 1,500. I don't know. Maybe those things will change at some point. We haven't heard any comments out of CNE. I asked yesterday. Dylan didn't answer. I think they're kind of avoiding those questions for now. Maybe we'll get someone else on stream. Like maybe we'll get a dev stream soon. And we can ask the devs. Like, and by devs, I mean like, yes, Dylan, we use the term developer for anybody who works for a game studio, but that's not really. Yes, they are game devs. You can just refer to them as that in general, but everybody has specific jobs. So if we get the people who are in charge of the numbers and the design on a stream, then we can ask them. Push completion of all stories and variants or farm gems. JV Burke, newer players should focus on finishing all the base adventure storylines. So that's not the variants. That's just pushing through each of the campaigns to the full extent of the storyline, the current storyline. So like in Grand Tour of the Sword Coast, the current storyline ends here in the Underdark with the prison of Velkenvalve, but it will continue. But pushing towards that is important. Tomb of Annihilation is completely done, so you can push all the way through this and finish the storyline over here at Lost Love. Waterdeep is completely done. It ends with Altar Deep. Next week, Avernus will be done. Down here, maybe? Somewhere past this, maybe? Or maybe there's going to be another. I was always wondering if they were going to come up here, but maybe it ends here? I don't know. It's going to end down here somewhere. So push those basic storyline adventures first, because those are the straightforward, easy things to do. I always treat those as like favorite runs, so that I have at least E20 in each campaign when I'm doing a new account. And then start working on variants, because the thing with the normal variants is that's what creates patron variants. Like you can't have patron variants if you don't do normal variants. Like they're just not there. Like there's nothing there to do with a patron if you haven't done regular variants. But I always like to do the adventures first, and then after you've got that E20 favor, then go back and start doing variants, because then the variants aren't like beat your head against a wall difficult. They should all be pretty straightforward. Lauren. We did it. We did the thing, folks. There were some naysayers in the Griddle Champs channel talking some serious smack about this number not being achievable. Boom. 800,000. We did the thing, folks. Let's get that chest. Yeah, let's do the chest. And then you know what? We're going to go over. Hold on. I think the background music muted again. Oh, well. Let's go over here. This is the Rhea screen, but that's okay. We're gonna do this again. Enjoy, folks. This is the original spoiler. You get it twice because we got 800,000. Well, we get our chest. Bam. Come on. Nope, that's not it. Gaarawarr.
Just a simple male, come and listen to a tale about a kobold whose life was doomed to fail. Fighting to survive every day that he's alive, singing his epic songs till death arrives. The world's mean and hard, and Deekin's just a bard. A kobold has to play the perfect cards. Tomb is everywhere, but Deekin not despair. He's confident the boss is always there. Bards know every story of their own. Who's gonna sing this song after he dies? Who's gonna carry Deekin home and cry? Who's gonna sail this minstrel off to his place up in the sky? Who's gonna let the pirates say goodbye? Just a simple sidekick, but this bard still has a few tricks. Hopefully Deekin won't die that quick. He's got so far left to go, so many stories left to know. Epic songs to write by deadly foes. Bards can't share their stories all alone. Who's gonna sing his song after he dies? Who's gonna carry Deekin home and cry? Who's gonna sail this minstrel off to his place up in the sky? Who's gonna let the pirates say goodbye? Not too many kobolds went to hell and back and told you the tale. Not too many kobolds facing certain doom refused to turn tail. But this little kobold told him never stop believe that the hero he was with would have him begging on his knees. Who's gonna sing his song after he dies? Who's gonna carry Deekin home and cry? Who's gonna send this minstrel off to his place up in the sky? Who's gonna light the pyre? Who's gonna light the pyre? Who's gonna light the pyre and say goodbye?
I love it so much. So much. Let's go back to the other camera. Boom. So good. Coming Wednesday. Bardic Inspiration Volume 1. They named it Volume 1, folks. That means they want to make more. Go buy the dang thing so they can make more. Ugh. So good. But yeah, that's Jason Charles Miller. For those who don't watch Bardic Inspiration, well, now you know what happens over there. We make music. We do the dang thing. Yeah. And that is, I saw a comment, that's classic Jason Charles Miller. I mean, that's his, yeah, he's like country rock type stuff. That's his wheelhouse. So, yeah. That was spoiler number 1. Maybe we'll do a real quick tease of spoiler number 2. Again, should we just zoomed right through there, folks. It zoomed right through. What's the other question here? What do the character percentage values mean in the pop-up for the event? So over here, this means how much of their specific tasks you've done. So if you go in here, it details everything. So the adventures, so the main adventure, and then each of the variants, these all tick off boxes. Then each of the achievements that are specific to that champion. There's actually, yeah, I think it's missing one. Oh, it's down here. That's right. They put it down here. I don't know why they do. Oh, because this is a champion one. Well, whatever. And then grabbing each of the items. So yeah, there's just the only thing that really matters is, I mean, it's just giving you a way to track how much of the event you've done. It's not, you don't get anything other than what you've already earned from doing it all. So just keep that in mind. But it just lets you go look at each one and see what's going on. The J Kid just unlocked Dritz a couple days ago. Grats. How much further into Sword Coast do you recommend I go before moving to Tomb of Annihilation for Azaka? Now, once you grab Dritz, just hop on over. Hop on over to Tomb. I don't think you need to go any further right away. There's nothing else really, because the way I did it in my guided tour, like the new player reference that I made, that's on the subreddit, is that I treated each of the evergreen champions as a milestone that you're working towards, and thus your progress in each place should be focused on getting that milestone. So once Dritz was the first milestone, once you grab him, hop into Tomb and start working towards Azaka, and then after Azaka, cruise right on through to Dragonbait. At that point, you should be done. You should have maxed out all of your blessings in Tomb and can carry that into Waterdeep for Ikoria. And then after Ikoria, I said go back originally because Ikoria was the final evergreen. And then I was like, then go back to Sword Coast and bump all the way up through Barovia just so that you qualify for Strahd, because the very last adventure in Barovia is what qualifies you for Strahd. And then bump into Avernus. But now we have an Avernus evergreen. I still think you should do Tomb and Waterdeep and then come back to Sword Coast at least through the end of Barovia, just so that you're prepping for Strahd and then go into Avernus for your evergreen. But it's just generalized ideas. You can play it however you want. It's killing me softly that the background music is not working. I'm a little annoyed. There, now it's back. I don't know why it's not. Hold on, folks. For the musical spoiler for today, I had to turn the loop feature off, and that's why the music kept stopping. Oh, well. Oh, I'm going to jump straight to this question. How amazing does the Viper's Fangs sound on Bardic Inspiration Volume 1? So, when that song originally, when we originally came up with it, I immediately was like, oh man, this is that total dive bar that's got like a big band or swing or blues or jazzy type number going on, like smoky filled room, dark. This is what the Viper's Fangs is. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Yep. And while we're on that topic, so for those who haven't heard, how much is Bardic Inspiration Volume 1 and how do we get it? $10. You buy it on Steam. And you'll get downloadable high quality files. You can play it there, or you can go mess with the files, play it on your computer. I need to get it on my phone. Yeah. But that's not all, folks. Even if you're not buying the DLC, the music is going to arrive in game as additional soundtrack music. So no longer will there just be that one soundtrack song that, most people turn mute on, which, I think, yeah, got it muted. They're going to have a music player in game, and you can have the tracks. There's 16 tracks. There's 8 fully produced tracks, and then there's 8 instrumental versions of those tracks. So if you don't want the lyrics, you can play the I'm hoping you can just play the instrumental versions. I don't know how the in-game music player is going to work yet. Haven't seen it. Don't know what it does. So does the 800 K count as mean that Dylan must speak in rhyme next week? And then the follow-up from County Coup. I heard Dylan scream no from here. Yeah, so did I. Dylan's in Canada. I heard it. I felt it. Yeah. Ooh. Clayton, regarding pendants. Are they worthless after the event? Yeah, they go away. They disappear. If so, were you saying that runs to 50 on the champs is the best thing to do in order to get a random chest? Yes. Yeah. Because the reward, as you see here, is a random chest. That's one of the rewards for just running a free play. And so you pick whoever you want gear for. You see me running a Lindra, but that's because I have I have gear on all the other champions, so that's fine. You know what I'm going to do, though? We're going to turn this off. What do we got? We got 50 minutes left, folks. What can we do? It's about to get real fast up in here. In honor of the fast core next week. Boom. I may as well do a deep push. Yeah, MP3 and FLAC files if you buy the DLC on Steam. Yeah. To get technical. Is it better to save up Electrum chests? I save them, Darius. I save them until the next champions come out. We are getting an Evergreen, but I won't use Electrums on the Evergreen. I've got a bunch of silvers, and I'll probably get some more, and then I've got golds waiting. You want I think I end up doing it in the 30s. Usually you only need 40 golds or less to get full epic. But 60 if you're worried about that pity timer. And then lots of silvers to try to get it shiny. That's what I'm working on. I've got a guaranteed shiny in here, and then I just need 5 more out of, everything else. Ooh, hey, I've got some more Linder chests. Let's just open these up. I want my dupes for item levels. Can I get full epic? I mean, I'm down to 4. 1 and 4. Can we do it, chat? Do I take her out of my time gate rotation before we even get... No. All right, well. Getting close. I won't have to do a lot of time gates for her. Yeah, there's a guaranteed shiny in that pack. This pack. That's one of the reasons I bought that wild offer early this week, is because it came with 9 gold chests and a guaranteed shiny, so... What am I up to? Where do I enter this code? If you go up to the shop, wherever the shop is in your platform, and then right up here, we have unlock a locked chest, and the little cryptex opens, and you either rotate the dials somehow, or you copy paste, which is generally what people. That's why people hit code in chat over and over and over again. It's so they can just copy paste it and they don't have to type it in. Do you have to get Strix? Do you have to have Strix to get 100% progress with Rosie for this event? Yes, but you should have Strix. They gave Strix to everybody when the event started. If you didn't get Strix, restart your client or app or whatever you're playing the game on and see if it then gives you Strix. Some people leave their client open, on all the time. Please don't do that. Shut it down and let it patch regularly. If not, submit a ticket and see if they'll still give Strix to you so that you can do Rosie's stuff. Syrian Z, how accurate is the DPS breakdown? Not. If you add a character and the numbers go red, is it actually worse? Who knows? That's why no one uses it. If you'll see, mine says average to DPS up here instead of base DPS. Base DPS is a lie. Don't get used to using base DPS. When you first start out and all you have are the starting core champions, relatively close. Relatively close. Once you start adding in event champions, nah, fam. So don't even bother with base DPS. I switched mine over to average DPS only because it doesn't let me put Bud up here. That's really it. If it let me put Bud up here, or if it let me get rid of this, let me trade this for some actual like a gold find per hour or some kind of thing instead of just the total gold find. Let me know how. Like, give me different options to show right here. But really, what you want when you're trying to figure out if changing your party is better or worse is to come down here and hover over that lightning bolt. Base ultimate damage is where it's at, folks. This is your actual highest damage hit divided by your the attack speed of the champion to give you your actual DPS. Like whatever the highest spike of your DPS was, and then your Bud and Fire Breath potions all function off that. But this is what tells you, this is what gives you kind of the best idea. Like you see, Melf hasn't set a Bud in a while. Well, that's because he's not really killing anything. It's all those familiars. Every now and then he might land something, but if I took the familiars off, once I get to a point where I'm actually killing things with champions, this will stabilize. So yeah, Bud is what you're trying to look at, and where you're making changes. And yeah, it takes a while. You can't just swap someone in and instantly see a change. You got to give it a second to do whatever it's going to do. Like if you don't have Avron in and you want to see if Avron works, well, you've got to give time to get Avron to get all of his mirrors out, and land on the right people. Like, so yeah. Bud is ultimately what you need to learn how to process and parse. How much favor do you have or aiming for? I always aim for like at least E40 in events. I'm an E35. But that's just because I know that I can reliably get into the 40s. I could probably go further, but I guess I don't. There are ways to get, as I was alluding to earlier, there are ways to get over level 1,000. There's multiple ways to get over level 1,000 now. And that would earn me lots of favor, but I don't want to do all that work. I'm lazy. This game still has idle in the title. That's what I do with it most of the time. So it's going to do its thing. People that have watched me on stream for a long time or seen me talk in chat know that I don't like lots of manual switching and swapping, and I never really got into debuff swapping because that's a lot of work. I just want to set things up. I like the formation management strategy part of the game. I want to build a formation. I want to let it do its thing. Jad says I did it because I was streaming. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. So Jadisero pushed on stream recently up to like 1495. But yeah, just to try it once on stream and show it off. I did click damage. I did the click debuff thing on stream once and showed it off. That was good enough. That was once was good enough. Well, I did it a few times, but just to get over 1,000 and get that achievement, then I stopped it. Why not? You planning to unlock the new champion on stream? Prankster Ole. We will probably see the schedule for next week's streams go up on Monday. That's usually when Lauren posts them in the Discord. The Evergreen drops on Wednesday. And Mars is usually streaming on Wednesday. So Mars will probably, on Mars' Guiding Hand, he's probably going to try to do some of the new content. Whether he can get to Tiamat or not, I think that's the question, right? So will I be able to get to that point by the time I stream? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Tune in Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be the Spring Extravaganza. That's an entire day of streaming starting at 9 a.m. Pacific. 9 a.m. Pacifically, aka CNE time. until like 9 p.m. They usually do 12-ish hours of streaming. It's a long day. It's a long day. Lots of cool stuff usually happens on those days, though. So if you can make it, do so. Did I miss the last spoiler? Hasn't been revealed yet. Borup, I did both. I did the first one twice. The other one keeps flying through. The other one's real fast. It's real hard for me to pin it down and keep it on the screen for long periods of time. But it will show it again here shortly. I'm sure I'll try to grab it. I'm trying to catch up to it here on the stream, as you can see. Once my champions hit 88 miles per hour, I should be able to catch the second spoiler again. Do item level bonuses max out at a certain threshold? At Grey Dawn, some of them do. There are exceptions to every rule. That's the idle champion's way and life in general. But generally speaking, slot 6 items have a cap, because slot 6 items are about you generally are about cooldown reduction on your ultimate. The cap for that is 75% for the time. So like Brunor, when you originally unlock him, the game audio is cutting out when I'm not speaking. I don't know. It could be a noise gate. I'll look into that later. Thank you. I like that feedback. Generally speaking, the slot 6 is a cooldown ultimate reduction. Brunor, as an example, has a 60-second ultimate cooldown base. But when you max out his item, like his slot 6 item, it's a 15-second ult. So it's a 75% reduction. Yeah, that's what you're looking for usually. The exceptions to that rule, so there are some slot 6 items that don't cap, and that's like Spurts. Spurts is a cooldown increase for his ultimate, because you want him dead longer periods of time. And then other item slots sometimes can cap. So the exception there would be Sentry as the main one. Go away for a second. Hold on. Doom. Sentry slot 3 caps. And it caps at 100% of the redshift bonus. Like this says 613.2%, but the point is when you come over here and you look at her chance to resolution. Once it gets to 100% or above, then it caps. Because that's the idea. It just needs to get to that 100% point. There are rare exceptions to rules, but generally speaking, that's where the stuff is. There it goes again. For fully epic flow in both Modron cores, are the total bonuses similar, identical? There's a fog. I'm foghorning that one. Each core serves a different purpose. So the Modest core focuses more, if I remember correctly, on gold find and strength. Hold on. Chadicero, is it strength? That's the main bonus. It's got different bonuses, basically. So you can see in here that there's lots of different breakdowns for things. No, there's a lot of different things. So I would say this one's more global, and it's based off all those stats. Like you can see all these different like bonuses for 13 plus for DPS on a lot of different things. And there's a lot of gold find on this one, right? But if we go over here and we look at the total for a fully epic one, you still see some 13 plus stuff. But for whatever reason, it's not as much. It's not as strong currently. Even though it's called a strong core, it tends to favor feels like it favors other things. I don't know. There's some breakdowns in the Modron chat in Discord where people try to figure it out. I have always said, since I finally got this one, this is the second, this is the strong core. I've always said this one was called the strong core because of the potential for flow, but I haven't seen someone super flow out the first one. But like I've got 87,802 flow in this one, and I'm not fully, I don't use fully epic pieces. I didn't fully buff box this out the way I would like. I feel like you could get this to 6-figure flow. In which case, at some point, if they ever add that kind of teased overflow feature, where the higher the flow you get, the more of a bonus you get, then this one could become a big deal. But it's not right now. Yeah, right now the modest core is the one that I use for deep pushes, and the second one I just use for automation in my background party. There's no point in aiming for a golden slot 3 for Sentry once it's 100%. I mean, yeah, if you've already got it at 100%, then it's not gonna. The golden isn't gonna do anything. The key with the golden is the key with shiny or golden is you want those before they cap, because you get more power out of them up to that point. But then once they cap, it doesn't matter. Once it caps, it's kind of pointless. But it allows you usually to get more of a bonus early, and then it caps it caps at 250. Like you saw, I'm at 262 or whatever, but technically it should cap at like 252 or something if it's golden. Again, there are more resources for that. Usually there's charts for those things, and people make a chart. Anything that any item slot or character that has that really needs lots of item levels or has a cap, usually there's a chart for it in Discord somebody made. I missed most of what was said about Freely's skin. Good news. Starchaser 43. Boom. It's Pirate Freely, and he comes with Triavor. But also this adventurous tail feat. 80%. 80%. That's a big deal. So if you got Freely, this is great. If you don't have Freely, might I suggest picking this up anyway? Because you're gonna get Freely at some point, and this is great. This is one of those weekends where I'm, yeah, I don't see the downside here. I don't see the downside here. That's a heck of a feat. Specifically for Freely, because that's his favor bonus. Everybody loves favor. It's going to be a new CNE show. It's going to be a sitcom. Everybody loves favor. I'm telling you now. Obo Lauren, make it happen. Where am I at? Will Electrum chests work on the new Evergreen? Yeah, Electrum chests work on every champion you have unlocked. So once you unlock Rhea, then Electrum chests will drop gear for her. But I wouldn't do it for Rhea. I would save your Electrums for when event champions roll out, frankly, because you're gonna get Rhea's gear out of silver chests and gold chests anyway. I don't feel like Electrums are worth it on an Evergreen. Speaking of slot 6, just curious if you happen to have any slot 6 GEs for any champs. Ooh, I don't think so. What's this? That's a shiny. I don't know that we've had many. I know the Briv one recently, but we also saw that Briv may be getting changed at some point. Like something's going to happen to Briv in the future, because we saw the thing where his Heroes of the Plains ability is getting adjusted at some point. But I don't think I've ever... I want to say there may have been another GE for a slot 6 at some point, but I don't know that I sprang for it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still looking. Still looking. I'm hovering over them all because for whatever reason, today Just today. Some days I can tell the difference between the silver and the gold. Today, apparently not. Apparently not. Eyesight's weird, folks. Comes and it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna probably say no. Based off, we're now up to slot 12 and I haven't seen anything yet. Not lots of just shinies. Yeah. Oh, this is Azaka's Golden Traveler. So, like, slot 5 isn't always... I was like, is this an ultimate GE? But no, there have been a couple ultimate, like, damage GEs, I think. But, yeah. When the item caps, do blacksmith contracts stop adding levels to them? Everything does, Zirian. Everything stops. When an item caps, everything stops adding levels. So that's one of the nice things about getting like a shiny or a gold, like a shiny on a slot 6 slot. Like, I know people are like, ugh, what a waste. But honestly, it means that you're going to cap that out quicker and you'll start dumping all of those other both duplicates and blacksmithing contracts will all dump those item levels into the rest of your champion, which is how you end up with, where do I want to go for this? Like here, Brunar, shiny, 258. So this was ideal. I got that shiny before I got him close to capping. And now I have like 1600, 1700, 1600. Yeah, 1600. All those item levels get dumped everywhere else. Right? So that's what you like. That's what you want to do. Does that feat have to be active while you're adventuring, or will it work retroactively if you add it just before resetting? You add it just before resetting. Feet slot in and then multiply what it's going to multiply it at the end. So yeah, you don't have to have it during. You can have it at the end. Is there going to be a new event after this 6-week event? So Darius the Mayor is referring to Idle Champions presents a Fool's Errand. I think we need to change some of the terms. So events are the things that happen every 3 weeks, like Festival of Fools. I feel like I saw the term meta event used for this. I think that's the term we should use in the community. I feel I'm plus wanting that suggestion because this happens a bit above the game and outside the game to a bit of an extent. This type of thing usually only happens once a year. In the past, did we even have one last year? The first one we had was with High Rollers. The second one was with Penny Arcade, with the C team specifically. I don't think we had one last year. So now it's back. And yeah, they tend to run like 6 weeks. So these types of things I think you're only going to see like once every 6 weeks. I did not vote today. What was... Ooh, the Lindra one. Who could have foreseen that? I get another chest. Did we do it? Is this the one? 50% chance, folks. Lauren or Jay or Sasha, have you ever done predictions in this chat? Would you be open to that? We want to do a prediction. I don't know if that's something that you want to get into on this channel. Ask me before I click that button. Or answer me before I click that button. Ooh. You and one of the TRPG players will gain Idle Champions. This is the D6 thing. Havilar or Ryza? I mean, I guess I gotta go. Havi. Just cause I like them both, but we're gonna go Havi with one of my votes. And I'm gonna bank this vote because we still got a couple more voting days. What else we got? Just heard you talking about this. Do item levels cap out? Only on certain items. A 1014 label. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I'm in streamer mode. I'm not processing. Is that supposed to, is that a reference I'm missing? It might be. What do we got going on in chat? Sometimes I feel guilty and vote for both. Yeah. I mean, honestly, sometimes, sure. If I don't care one way or the other, I will just pick one and I'll only put one vote in and I'll save my votes. Lauren, did you hear my question a minute ago? I know you're multitasking, so you might not have. Should get my Pirate Iris skin tomorrow. Yeah, that's the thing. Those die rolls. If you didn't get the 6 yet. Lauren, have you ever done predictions? Have we ever done predictions? Oh, Sasha asked too. Okay. Because I was going to say, we could do a prediction in chat if it's something they want to do. And then chat can vote on what if they think I'm going to get my slot 6 item out of this chest or not. I don't know if that's something you want to do in Idle Champions chat, though. So, die rolls are random rewards, sort of random. Sort of random, Syrian. It is a rigged random. It was 6 weeks and it was a D6, so you were guaranteed to land on each of the numbers once. So yeah, Lauren, if you want to set up a prediction just for will Gar get his 6th epic out of this chest, yes or no, and then do it in chat. Basically what it does is it lets people vote, and they can throw some channel points at it and win stuff. I don't know if that's something you want to do or not. If not, we can just we can move right on. I'll open it in a minute. Yeah, so the die rolls, though, I already got my 6. When you land on a 6, you get Iris and the Pirate Iris skin. Guaranteed. So at some point out of the 6 weeks, it will land on the Pirate Iris. If you close the client, does your foreground party still run at the standard rate, or are both parties capped at 1 level per minute? Once you close the client, you're in offline mode, and that's 1 level per minute. On a 6, I thought I got mine on a 1. No, I can confirm I got a 1 early on. It's the number is how many Electrum chests you get. So I got a 1 and I got 1 Electrum chests. And then there's 2 Electrum chests, 3 Electrum chests, etc. Until you get a 6, and then that's just Iris in the skin. So yeah. All right. We are to the point now. We're at level 600. I see my team is not able to kill. Oh, geez. My click damage stopped at 398. Mm-hmm. We got like a half an hour. Can we kill with fire breath? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. As you'll note, for those who are new players, you will see something probably unusual down at the bottom of the screen. You see champions with a circle and a line through on their upgrades, and there's nothing here to click. That means there are no actual upgrades left. Like these leveled upgrades. At this point, when if you're putting more levels in, it adds like a tiniest little bit of damage, so you would only really want to do it on your DPS. It also adds a little bit of a heal. So that you would usually only want to do in your tanks, or if you're in one of those situations where everyone's getting hit by something, like in your party and your DPS are dying, you can kind of try to keep them alive. But yeah, we are soft cap. This is the soft cap. Yeah, Sasha. Yeah, that works. I don't even think it needs to be 5 minutes. Probably less than that. Just real quick. Like 3 or 2. 2 or 3. It's not, I mean, this isn't super important. I just thought it'd be fun. Since we have an interactive kind of chat today. I mean, we already got they got their 800k Electrum chest goal, so let's play with more Twitch chat features. All right. Can I kill this with ultimates, or do I have to actually... No, I actually need a pushing formation. Because, folks, this is not a pushing formation. Surprise! We're at level 620, and I was not pushing. This was not a pushing formation. This was a speed formation. So now I have to actually push it real good. Okay, the prediction is up, folks. Predict with your channel points. Don't go too wild, you know. Just throw a little money in the pot and see what you can get. You can predict yes or no, and it will actually change. Ooh, the odds will adjust automatically. I ripped my earplug out. How much favor do you need to soft cap? Usually in the E20-ish range in a campaign. If you hit E20 in a campaign and then get to level 400-ish, you tend to be soft capping around there. Tend to be. It just depends. It just depends. All right, what am I doing? Oh, I was going to put Briv in. Boom. There's Briv. And now we're going to be jumping. Because my Briv be jumping, yo. Viewers in your region can only predict without using any channel points. Yeah, the real bunny beast, but at least you can join in. I know you don't get the rule, but that means in your region, because they consider this gambling. So in your region, that's a thing they don't want to do. But Twitch just changed this week so that you can still participate in what's going on, even if it's not something your region is super proud of. Let's put in, there we go. Everyone voting no, going for the safe option. It's a 50-50 option, folks. That's not a safe option. It's a 50-50. We're down to 2 chests. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. Oh, it ended. What did we get? I didn't see. Oh, wait. No, hold on. I have to actually do it. Let me, we got to update because they have to manually put the answer in. Let's find out. No. So the answer is no, Sasha. You can update it and kick everybody out. Only 34% yes. Wow. Okay. No one. It isn't 50. Roland, don't come in here with your super math. If it's a 1 in 2 chance, I'm just going to call it 50-50. Because it's either going to happen on this chest or the next one. But I know. But we're not getting into how everything's coded, and I'm just saying it was a binary result. It was either yes or no. But yeah, I think people were playing the odds and going with no. But playing the true odds, but yeah, I don't play that way. What else do I want to do here? I want to do this. This is not the formation I want. I'm not doing like super mega deep pushing formation, folks. Sorry. We're just going to throw in the generic people that I usually like to throw in to get a little further. Sentry can come out now. We could probably bring Zorbu in. It's not a 50-50 if Mars has already stolen all the RNG luck. Facts. Mars steals the streamer luck every week. Every week. All right. It's because the streamer luck resets on Wednesdays, along with all the patches, and he's the first one to stream, so he gets all the streamer luck. He drains the pool, and then and then I'm left wishing and hoping. Wishing and hoping and praying. Why is Shandy's buff not working? Did we get hit? Oh, the boss, yeah. Do I want to go with Lindra? I got her in purples now. Sure. I'm going to have to change how this works, though. Let's go 3 portents. Law of conservation of streamer luck. Exactly, yeah. That's what we're talking about. Oh, and we're gonna need Elindra's dad. Get those mirror images out. And yes, I did see somebody mention that Jason Charles Miller, who is the musician behind Bardic Inspiration, does have another album out. It dropped today. It's midnight last night. He's actually having a album release party on his Twitch channel tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, if you want to join in. I'm not liking Thrope. No, I'm not liking everything I see here. Clicks only do DPS on enemies with health bars, but not the blocks. So segmented health is where we're going with that one. Segmented health, freely. Yeah, we need freely. Segmented health is, it's limited to, is it 1 in 6 seconds or 1 in 5 seconds? There's a global limit on clicking through something like that log that was on the ground there, and it's either 1 in 5 or 1 in 6. So yeah, that's usually why you want, you don't want to just run clickers if you're pushing on like a Mad Wizard run. You want to actually have champions. Ideally you have both, but like if it's in a background party, like I usually have my background party set up to gem farm, and I have my familiars leveling up champions as opposed to on the field, because background, it doesn't really matter. Background's just a simulation, so it can be whatever it wants. But when I'm doing like a speed formation, you'll still have me have lots of multi-hit champions because I want to melt that stuff real quick. Let's see how far we can get with this. This is not, I don't feel like I did this right. But, oh, I want Baloth. That's what I'm missing. Gotta have Bay in the formation. If I were pushing super hard, I would have gone with that right spec for the Jhin, but again, I don't like to get super manipulative. Let's do... What is I'm not... This is not... Do I want to put Briv back in for a bit? Yeah. He's got hops still, right? I want to burn all of his haste. Oh, I've got like 3k hops. Yeah, let's leave him in for a bit. I see. Talks of stealing gems in chat. No one's stealing your gems. 1 in 5. I keep saying, see it, Sean, I keep saying 1 in 5, and then I keep thinking, is it 1 in 6 though? And I don't remember. Why is the game so much faster than normal? Well, for one, I was using speed champions, but they're all gone now. So all of this is due to these potions of speed I have. This multiplies the game rate. And of course, I instantly get to a boss that doesn't want to die. Right after I'm like, oh, this will be fine. It wasn't. It wasn't. That's better. Better, but not best. Still. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Well, with the Frost Giant. Is that gonna matter? Oh, I forgot to have something on Elindra's ult, because that's always going to be more damage. You always want to keep a familiar on Elindra's ult if you can, because that's where she gets huge power. Forgot that. Is gem farming Mad Wizard level 30 also the best way to level up the Modron? Yeah, Breaker Fist generally. I mean, not necessarily to 30, but the 30 is like if you don't have Shandy, 30. If you do have Shandy, then you want a higher number. In fact, mine lately has been 430. I will turn that back on, because that's where I like it. Eventually I'll get to a point where I can do those 500 levels in a patron in one run on a speed run. That'll make me happy. Getting close. I'm at 430. If you have any other questions, throw them in chat, folks. We still got about 12 minutes left. Hey, we caught him. Look at that. Spoiler. The spoiler has returned. If you were not here earlier. Not only are we getting a fast core next Wednesday, we are getting a third adventuring party. Again, I'm kind of assuming that we're going to have to go unlock the third adventuring party by doing some kind of an adventure. I'm really hoping that's what happens, because I want to see if they made like split the party again and it's harder. Because now you have a full Modron worth of power. A full Modron gets you 100 levels of progress, folks. So that's a lot of power. So unless they've coded it so you can't have any of that power in that split the party adventure, they need to have made the next adventure real difficult. I hope they did. Hope they did. Oh man, I still have my strong core. I feel like I'm falling behind. Selvos, though, man, this is the thing. Maybe skip the strong core. Go for the speed core or the fast core, right? Because it sounds like it's going to be fast. It sounds like it's going to be speed focused, which means leveling faster, which means and earning gems faster. So it seems like that's the one you would want to get second. What happens if I haven't unlocked Modron yet? Then when you finally qualify for Modron, you will do split the party to get your second party, and the reward is the modest core and your second party. The modest core is free to everyone. You will still then need to attempt to unlock a third party. Which free-to-play do you think is easiest to get to 275 for the event? It depends on if you're using one tank or two. I like Alindra's formation for one tank, but I have Ayla. Ayla's a super strong tank. If you're struggling with your tank dying being the issue more than running out of damage at the end of a run, it may be good for you to run a two tank formation. And I think I thought personally that Rosie's was better because I like all the adjacencies with this tight knit thing instead of this spread out thing. So yeah, I think Rosie or Alindra. Those are my opinions. Who are the most useful slot 7 champs? So far I just have Black Viper and Minsk. Oh yeah. Freely. Also Freely. Yeah, get Freely. He's large for or tall for a halfling. I think it's actually that he's thin for a dwarf, and he has the luck feat. But he gets mad when I say that. Tall for a halfling. Otherwise, Caddy Bree is a real good second option. And this is for pushing for power. If you want to do shenanigans type stuff, Jim Dark Magic, current king of shenanigans in Idle Champions, likes to hang out with his friends Briv and Ahumon to do some serious shenanigans. Do we now need 3 in every slot with the new adventure party? I don't know, Oliver. All I know is that this is coming. I guess I should take this screen off. Yes, here's Freely, slot 7. Caddy Bree, Jim. That was all I was doing in the background. Maybe 3 in every party. I would think that makes sense because they already kind of did the whole you have to have 2 in every party. So 3 parties, it would make sense that you would want then 3 in every party or 3 in every slot. I won't know until Wednesday when everybody knows. How do we get the strong core? The strong core is currently for sale for 500,000 gems. That's in the gem store. Is Ayla your favorite tank? I think Ayla's your strongest tank throughout the game because she has her self-shielding scaling from the get-go. It isn't completely item reliant, whereas Tyrell is reliant on his slot 6 ultimate cooldown being capped so that he can keep in wild shape when he does his ultimate. It gives him a shield To keep that up, it has to be capped. Otherwise, it falls off. So Ayla can just keep hers going. I think it resets every 15 seconds. I think that's right. So as long as you live 15 seconds, she's going to get another shield, and sure. And because her shield can be up to, it's 10% shield per enemy on the screen. And as you push further like this, you'll see we'll end up getting 50 to 100 enemies on the screen, which means 500% of her health, up to 1,000% of her health in a shield. Currently, at least. Self-shielding's a little OP. A little OP. So, yeah. Tips for a newbie. Watch shows like this one. Gaarawarr's Guide to Everything on Fridays. Tomorrow, Gaarawarr's Guide, Saturday, 9 a.m. CNE time. Gaarawarr's Guide to Acquisitions Incorporated. Speaking of Gem Dark Magic. We'll talk about the A team and the C team tomorrow. And then Mars' Guiding Hand on Wednesdays. Those shows, all these streams usually have lots of this type of discussion. Also hit up the Reddit. Like there's a wiki on the Reddit that's full of resources. And then there's also a new player channel in the Discord and a resources channel that's full of links to stuff on the wiki and other sites. So Azariel is the next patron. We will fight 2 of the 4 patrons. Any chance we'll be fighting Mert and Vajra? We already did Waterdeep, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that's not going to happen. But who knows? So drop rate for Gold Chest less on Mad Wizard than other maps? No. It's the same everywhere. Is it a spoiler to say if you're streaming on the Spring Extravaganza on Wednesday? Lauren, is that a spoiler? I don't think they've released the full schedule for that yet. They've said Griddle Champions is happening. Mars' Guiding Hand is always on Wednesday. So, yeah, we don't know yet. I will tell you this. Sometimes things change at the last second. So you never know. You never know. I have not always done Gaarawarr's Guide on the day of streaming. I will say that. So it's not a guarantee until it shows up in the schedule. I think we're all caught up in chat with just a few moments left. I'm still not super happy with this formation, but I mean, if we get past 800, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. But it's not enough favor. As you can see, I'm only at a 5% increase. That's not enough. So, yeah, I'll have to do some finagling. I don't think I have a Lindra set up ideally here. But Lindra, you want to have your DPS next to her so they can be portented. You want to make sure that your DPS is getting the mirror image from Avron and getting freely stuff. What am I missing, chat? What am I missing? I don't know. You know what? Let's try some Regis. Herbie Encouragement. Oh, he's in the wrong spot. I'll have to move him. It'll have to be ahead. And ranged. I don't know that it's worth it for Penelope currently, but maybe. I'd have to get a different DPS in here. I would have to get a different DPS in here. Let's try this again. Let's move some things around. Maybe like that. What number level do champions soft cap at? It's a gold level, and each champion is different. So, like I said earlier, if you have like E20 favor in a campaign, you're probably going to be getting up to around level 400. The more favor you, the less fear, the lower your favor amount, the higher your adventure level you have to get to, and the higher your favor amount, the lower you have to get to. Because favor is a multiplier. We're not going to hear spoiler 1 again before I go. I played it twice. I'm breaking all the rules. We'll listen to Alindra's Lorekeeper Legacy on the way out, but that is not going to be on Bardic Inspiration. Yeah. Yeah, I think... we're close. I think I could probably throw some, some potions on... Oh, you know what I didn't do? Speaking of over-leveling, the cap was 830. Now I can get him up to 1576. Let's see if that does it. And then we'll be out of here, folks. Again, tomorrow, Gaarawarr's Guide to Acquisitions Incorporated. We'll talk all about the Ac Inc. folks. Is Hayla's shield broken? I think this is the problem. Sean? Did the patch break Ayla? I think it did. I'm not seeing her shield pop up at all. So yeah, that's why I'm dying. That's why I'm dying. So we will respec potion the Tyrell. And do it this way. So yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know that shields are a little too strong. As if you don't have them, the tank falls over. It's not the tank being strong; it's the shield. Yeah. So we're on our way out. I am a little over on time. We're on our way out. Fool's Errand. Fool's Errand should have their finale on Monday. Festival of Fools should also end Monday, but Monday at noon Pacific. Fool's Errand is on later in the evening. Tomorrow, Gaarawarr's Guide to Acquisitions Incorporated. Tonight, go watch Jason Charles Miller on his stream for his album release party if you want. There's GaryCon stuff this weekend for D&D streams. And next Wednesday is going to be the big thing. All the stuff happening next Wednesday. So yeah, I will see you all there. On our way out, thank you to everybody, Sasha and Jay and Sean and Lauren for all the shenanigans I pulled on you today. On the way out, we're going to listen to the Bardic Inspiration song from this past Tuesday, which was the Lorekeeper's Legacy for Alindra. I beat him. Yay, see, that did it. 801. Shields, folks. They're strong. Bye, everybody.
Daughter of oblivion, changer of our fates, past and future intertwined, the path is never straight, logic cuts her enemies, reason never wanes, tolling bells of destiny as she crosses through the flames. teaching though she knows. Lord, keep her from dusk till dawn. Wonder only grows. She carries her home in her heart. The past and the future she parts. With a friend on her shoulders, there's nothing that can hold her. Wheel of time is wayward. She can find the thread, telling one of countless futures. Rest will go unsaid. Oh, forcing through the scrolls of time. If you can read the vellum, only she can guide a friend, inspire and propel